Well, that was a good run while it lasted. So, as you guys probably know by now, I'm a Houston Rockets fan, and, well, it's not the easiest experience for me. So, of course, before I get into the absolute violation that just took place a few minutes ago, I gotta give some backstory. So, after the third season in a row of the Rockets being probably the worst team in the league, we won the draft lottery with tied for the best odds to land Victor Wembanyama, and we fell all the way to number 4. That was the second worst we could have gotten, so hey, at least we weren't the Pistons. So going into the draft, we held picks number 4 and number 20 in the first round, and we were probably going to get either one of the Thompson twins, either that being Amen or Asar, and we wound up with Amen Thompson. That's kind of what I expected. And then number 20, we somehow, I don't know how, thank you every other NBA team, but we wound up with Cam Whitmore. Yeah, this guy was actually projected to go in the top 5, and he fell all the way to 20. I still don't know how.
What? And yeah, what are you doing?
Honestly, I think the Rockets probably had the best draft, hands down, no bias at all. And luckily for us NBA fans, we wouldn't have to wait long to see all the rookies in action. Of course, there's a summer league takes place about 2 weeks after the draft. And I was pretty excited to see how the Rockets, you guys would do, Whitmore and Thompson. They also were playing Jabari Smith and Tari Eason, which, hey, I'm fine with that because they were exciting too. And Thompson was the guy to focus on the most. I mean, he was going to be going up against Scoot Henderson, who was picked one pick before him. Yeah, Henderson went 3, Thompson went 4. So that was going to be exciting. And it was for the most part. And then this happened.
Point lead, step back 3. No. Ball ends up in the hands of Baji. Rejected by Thompson. Ball out of bounds. It was an awkward landing and maybe got landed upon, but not good here. Amen Thompson, the number 4 pick for Houston, hobbling off the court.
And then the very next day, we get the news that it's a sprained ankle and he's going to miss the rest of Summer League. But, hey, at least we still won that game. You guys remember that?
He has him open. Throws one up in the air. Smith caught it for the win. Got it! An improbable Summer League opening victory for the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, no, that shot was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, that game was probably their best one, but I already talked about that one, so let's move on to their next game where they played the Detroit Pistons. So we got to see the Thompson twins face off. Well, we should have. That was probably what the league was going for, that marketing. If Amen didn't get hurt and all. But not gonna lie, Asar Thompson, he's looking really good. It has nothing to do with this, but I was really impressed with him. But whatever he did, it wasn't enough for the Pistons. They lost 113 to 101. So the Rockets have moved to 2-0. And yeah, Jabari Smith dropped like 40. I think it was like 38, but he almost dropped 40 in this game. And that's when like, all right, dude, yeah, no, you're good. All right, you don't got to play in the rest of this. So I'm just saying, maybe if he played the whole time, we maybe would have won. I mean, hey, it's a possibility. And then in their third game, they would go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder, who I kind of thought were going to win the whole thing, not going to lie. But Rockets beat them 105 to 92. And in this game, we got introduced to a man named Trevor Hudgens. I know you guys are probably thinking,
Who the fuck is that guy?
but yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing before I watched this game. But he came out, dropped, I think it was like 29 points. And he was just fun to watch the whole time. His play style was exciting. He's also probably not 6 feet tall without his shoes on. So there's that, but I hope he makes the roster. Honestly, I don't know. I like him. And then in their next game, they would go up against the Golden State Warriors, who they would just put it to. The Warriors, they went like 0-5. I don't even think they won a single game, but the Rockets beat them 118 to 101. This is a game that Whitmore had 26, and Trevor Hudgens dropped like 23 and 11. So yeah, I told you to keep that name in mind. But hey, Warriors fans, it wasn't all bad. At least you may have found your Jordan Poole replacement. And note that I swear that's not Jordan Poole in that photo. And then in the semifinal game, I guess you could call it. I mean, there's like a bunch of just consolation games, and there's the 2 semifinals and the final. That's how the Summer League playoffs work. They would go up against the Utah Jazz, who are kind of my second favorite team since, gone over this. I live in Utah for the next 3 days. But so they would beat them 115 to 101 in a game that I actually watched laying half asleep on my couch with my friend. I mean, it's hot here. Like, come on. But then in this game, the Rockets played, I think, 7 people the whole time. Cam Whitmore dropped like almost 30. Trevor Hudgens almost had a double-double. And who is the other guy that, oh my God, what's the guy's? Nate Hinton. I think that's his. How did they put up over? Yeah, Nate Hinton. He dropped 27. That guy, he's also looking pretty good. I mean, it took him a little bit to start playing well, but in the last 2 games, he definitely did well. Not gonna lie, after watching that game, I was confident. I was thinking, hey man, who's gonna stop us? Like, we've been dominating these teams. Nobody's even able to keep it close except for the Trailblazers, and that was 4 games ago. So I mean, I was feeling good going into the final, and well, That caught up to me very quickly. From the very beginning of this game, it got ugly very quickly. This was probably the worst I've seen them play. Not probably. This was for sure the worst I've seen them play. They couldn't make a shot at all. I mean, maybe if the hoop was about like this round, maybe they would have had a better shot of it, but no, they were shooting like Jordan Poole in the playoffs. They were shooting like Ben Simmons. Well, Ben Simmons doesn't really actually shoot the ball. I mean, we all know what happened there. But, oh my God, it was so bad. I was sitting there just like I was about to lose it. Thankfully, I was able to keep it calm and everything. I wasn't yelling or anything, but, oh, it was just brutal the whole time. There was one point in like the second quarter, I thought they were about to make a comeback. You know, they hit like 6 threes in a row after starting out 2 for 18 from 3. And this was just in the second quarter. But, oh my God, nothing was going in for them for a while. And then they hit 6 threes, made it a 3-point game, and the Cavs were like, yeah, no, we're done playing with y'all. And then they went on a big run, and it was not fun to watch for the entire hour. I mean, I guess not an hour. It's only 40 minutes, but I don't know. It took about an hour and a half for the game. And eventually they just kind of gave up in the last few minutes. It was obvious they kind of knew that they weren't going to be able to make a run. And, man, was this what it felt like to be a TCU fan during the national championship game? I mean, it was brutal. So yeah, basically I spent one of my last evenings I'm gonna have here in Salt Lake with my family watching my favorite basketball team get violated by Evan Mobley's little brother. But at the end of the day, I liked what I saw from this team throughout the summer league. I mean, all of our young guys looked great. Cam Whitmore looked really good. I still don't know how we got him. Jabari Smith, he looked great. Tari Eason looked great. Cam Whitmore. Even Amen Thompson, the 30 minutes or so that he had before he got hurt. And like I said, the injury shouldn't be too severe, so like he'll be back before we know it. And I honestly can't wait to see this team moving forward. Just can we like move on from the Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. backcourt duo? That's not gonna work. But one thing I'll be interested in with this team is like they just drafted Amen Thompson. He's gonna be our point guard. They signed Fred VanVleet for way too much money. But at the end of the day, just kind of make the team better, I guess. Jalen Green is still there. Kevin Porter Jr. is still there. But, like, what do you do with those guys? Because I don't see either of them actually starting unless you, for some reason, want to start Jalen Green over Amen Thompson, which I wouldn't do. I mean, I've been saying they should trade Jalen Green for a little while now. They should definitely trade KPJ. But I don't know, like, what they're going to do, so I'm kind of excited to find out. I mean, where does Cam Whitmore fit in there? Where does Dylan Brooks? Don't even get me started on that guy. It's going to be really hard for me to cheer for him, but I'll manage somehow, maybe. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But overall this year, I had a ton of fun watching the Summer League. Tell me if you guys want me to make more videos on the Summer League and everything. I have plenty more ideas I could do. Only problem is I'm moving, so say goodbye to all of this. This is officially my last video here in Utah. I've done plenty of videos. You guys have seen this background and everything, so I'm hoping I can get this stuff down there in a reasonable amount of time, but you may not see anything from me for a little while, but just know I'm doing all good. So yeah, see you guys next time, I guess. And let's take one more time, say goodbye to this boring background. Maybe I'll make it more interesting down there, you know, we'll see. Oh yeah, and one more thing, this is not gonna be the last video you're gonna see in here. I pre-recorded something that I'm just gonna upload whenever I feel like. I can literally upload it whenever it doesn't have like a timeline that needs to be uploaded on. So this won't be the last time you see us actually see it one more time, but just know I recorded that video a few days ago. So see you guys.
That tying basket. Oh, Tari Eason.